We're here with Dean Squires. We're just interviewing him, getting his feedback on the leadership program and how it went through this year. Dean, a lot of the guys were telling us that the first session was excellent. How did you feel about when you had the first session for this year's program?
Going into it, I was a little nervous because this was going to be the first session of a program that we were doing for the first time. So it's like you want to start with a high bar.
Right,
Actually
okay.
a very high bar. So there was a little anxiety, slight nervousness. But after starting it and seeing how it went, we also had some guests over from Ohio, Fellowship of the Christian Athletes from Ohio, and they came in and they were a part of that first session. And honestly, just seeing how it started out, I was like, yeah, this is how it's supposed to be. And not only you guys had a good time, but it was a very good physical workout. I actually participated in the session, and the workout was a little hard, actually a lot harder than I anticipated, but it was a good workout. And then on top of that, we went into the 4 O's, and that was a great like eye-opener in terms of a ministry aspect, or how you can view things in life in terms of ministry. And the 4 O's, basically the first O was opportunity, the second O was obstacle, the third O was overcome, and the next O was outcome.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So let's talk about the second O. Let me talk about the obstacle, because everybody was saying that, first session, hope was high, and like everybody was happy, not anxiety. Hope was high, everybody was ready for this year of sessions and so on and so forth, and then global pandemic shutting down everything. Big obstacle. How did you see, especially in the boys? Let's talk about the boys that were involved in the leadership program this year. How did the pandemic affect them? First of all, especially in regards to the program.
In regards to the program, it was like, if they got a stage before depressing, it was that stage, because the program was like, it started great and it would continue to soar. Then in comes this pandemic, and it isn't like you bring you at this level and keep there. It's like you're going up and then you start heading down, things shutting down, your country shutting down. So from that aspect, it was like cheese on bread, like no. And for the guys, I know they really felt it. I felt it. I know they felt it even more because it was in school, the height of school activity, the BSAC championships, everything, whole hype around sports and everything, and that just got shut down one time, and it hit the guys really, really, really hard, honestly.
So you guys, talk to us a little bit then about the next O, because you guys put this into practice, the 4 O's: opportunity, obstacle, overcome. Let's talk a little bit about how you guys overcame, as even with particular reference to, still on lockdown. Talk a little bit about that.
I mixed up the actual word there. The third O is actually obedience, but obedience which leads to overcoming.
Awesome.
So it's like the obedience, and we were more focusing on the overcoming aspect.
Yeah.
And therefore, it's like there gotta be a way out of this. We can't change the whole pandemic situation. We can't change the restrictions situation, but we know that this got to be an opportunity. And that's the thing about the 4 O's. As life progresses, as situations change, as circumstances happen, then you refocus and start the 4 O's all over again. So we came in from the pandemic now and restart or reset, recalibrate, but this time hitting the 4 O's. So we start now again. Was the opportunity in the context of a pandemic? And then we saw that there were a lot more opportunities than we even realized, especially initially. One was like, at the end of the day, we still could do virtual things online using social media platforms, because already persons into social media. So let me use that as an opportunity. And interestingly, there weren't many obstacles that we then faced when we went with the virtual route. And then after that, that created like a boost amongst the guys, and the whole energy, the hype and everything was coming back. And we continue on, invested in some equipment, like camera equipment and everything, so that we can then actually do even better quality sessions online. And we got into physical workouts. We did keep fit sessions. We did fitness tests online. We worked on our body. We did ball handling. We did work on abs. We just mixed it up with basketball and then just physical fundamental workouts as well. So yeah, that's
Now,
making
I was privy to about a few sessions, so I just wanted you to talk a little, because you guys did all the physical stuff online, but there was some other stuff you guys got into online. I mean, the guys had homework and assignments. Talk to let people know about this stuff, because what I love about the program is that, as you said, the program did not stop. The program, yes, it went down a little bit in terms of just what's going on. You're trying to figure out stuff, but to me, you guys really picked up, even in the pandemic. So give us a little bit more on that, and some more of the stuff that y'all did during the pandemic, other than the physical stuff.
And because we use, for our program, we use the 3D framework, the three-dimensional framework. We not only continue first dimension, that's the physical or fundamentals,
Right.
and we use that dimension online as well. But then we also dealt with the psychological aspect of things as well, from a sports standpoint, but also with life. So then we use the same online platform to get into Bible studies, as you say, set homework on particular topics that would, especially going through a pandemic, was so important, because a lot was happening either in these guys' mind or even in the minds of their peers and everything, which would then in turn affect their mind. And we continue with that, and then we also went to still work on the third dimension, which is dealing with the heart, matters of the heart. So especially with guys who might be having their identity kind of really wrapped into sport, and then your sport of basketball snatched from you, and then BSAT was going on. Some of them actually participated in BSAT, that also snatched from you. Then there would have been some struggles and hard issues coming up. And from there, we use the same online platform to get in to remind these guys that your identity is not based on your sport. You have a bigger picture that you can consider, and that you're created by God and for a purpose that might involve sport, but is way bigger than sport. And that's what we keyed in on using our online platform. And I believe that helped a lot with navigating and keeping really not only positive, but keeping on top of things going forward during the pandemic.
Yeah. From this session here today, like, the crazy thing is, like, all the guys were so excited. All the guys are so excited. You're excited. Everybody's excited. Nothing but smiles with you guys today. So you learn a lot as a leader about, as you said, social media, technology, so on and so forth. Talk a little bit about your vision going forward. Talk a little bit about your vision going forward after the pandemic, and just as far as you can see.
As far as this particular crop of guys will be finishing their 1-year leadership program at the end of September, and then we will do a nice little graduation ceremony for them. They worked hard and completed a 4-year, and we'll do that at the beginning of October. But also at the beginning of October, we'll be starting out our second cohort, who will start their 1-year leadership program. So that starts October this year. This particular group is going to take a short, briefer, not a vacation, but a short time for themselves, and then they will start another journey or another phase of this program, which will be now like a mentorship program, whereby we are going to see what you use, the things that you learn back during your leadership year, your leadership program during your year. We're going to see how you're going to use those things in your life context. And life context meaning, like, especially with how school can be very creative, we can see how good you navigate these things even as a leader. In your home context, similar. And amongst your peers, we want to see you apply these things. So we believe that just giving you the knowledge and then sending you out there, that could work, but we feel we have got a better chance of being successful if you have like a kind of mentor, big brother that can go the journey with you, and as you butt obstacles, not that they come and snatch you out and do things for you, but they are there to kind of be an encouragement and even a guide for you to go on. So that's what we got going on. Also happening at the same time, depending on how the country opens up in terms of competitive sports, then we will look to get back into our tournaments and even our camps, which we use as like a scouting ground to also find, discover potential leaders who we can then now pull out and set them into their journey via the leadership program again. I just keep like a continuing program going.
Yeah, as you said it, a key thing that you said there is just the continuance. And you may or may not know, but a lot of the guys today were giving recommendations to this program,
Wow.
high praise to this program, and hopefully when our videos come out, you'll get to hear them and see them talking about why they would recommend this program to other persons. So Dean, we want to know, how do people get in contact with Combined Faith for programs like the Global Leadership Program?
Okay, well, the quickest way will be to connect with me directly via WhatsApp. And my number is 246 is the area code, and then 822-3222. Why I'm giving the area code is because we're looking to build up this program. Once we get the correct technology and everything, that we can be able to have persons who might not be living or based in Barbados, but through the virtual and online platforms can also be part of the program, but they'll be doing theirs kind of virtually as well. Aside from that, you can link us on our Facebook and Instagram pages, and that will be Combined Faith will be our handle, and you can link us there, and definitely you'll be hooked up.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dean.